This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Good morning, Rabbi Isai. As we are an all-service kollel, I need to provide you not only with learning, but with a important weather report and update for the upcoming winter. So you say, that's what I came here for? So that's right. First of all, you cannot get accurate weather anywhere else. And second of all, the weather report for the upcoming winter is marumaz in the first word in this week's Parsha. Okay, you heard it here first, in the word Vayigash. Now, how's that? And what I'm telling you, I'm not telling you my own weather report, I'm telling you what the Pri Megadim writes in the Yeshal Avram, in Siman Taf Reish Pei Hey. And I saw this a while ago, and I thank my friend in Monroe, Rabbi Yaakov Leib Freund, who reminded me of this last night. The Pri Megadim says as follows: Matzah Kosov B'Shem HaGoin, Rav Isaac Darshan. I found written in the name of the great Goin, Rav Isaac Darshan, Kishachal Rosh Chodesh Shvat B'Yom Daled. Rosh Chodesh Shvat comes out on Wednesday. That's this year. Rosh Chodesh Shvat is a Wednesday. Oz Yeh Kor. It's going to be very cold, V'Shele Gadol, and a lot of snow, Ba'isai Charef, that winter. Okay? So Pri Megadim, this is not Stam, some safer out there. There's a Pri Megadim. Everywhere. The definitive commentary on the Magen Avram and the Taz is the Pri Megadim. And the Pri Megadim says that if Rosh Chodesh Shvat comes out on a Wednesday, then it's going to be an extremely cold winter. Why is that? Why would that be? So that's because if Rosh Chodesh Shvat is on a Wednesday, then the third day of Shvat is going to be on a Friday. But nowhere does the Pri Megadim give us any remez or any clue what he's talking about, how it is marumaz in the word Vayigash. So interestingly, if you look in the Sefer Elia Rabbah, Elia Rabbah writes in Siman Taf Reish Pei Hey as well. The Elia Rabbah says as follows. Says the Elia Rabbah in Sivkatan Beis, Matzasi Kosov, I found that it's written, La'olam k'shechar Rosh Chodesh b'yom daled, Az yeh kar v'sheleg gadol b'osei charef. Then it's going to be extremely cold. And the siman is Vayigash. How? No. Rosh Tevis, Yom Vav Gimel Shvat. Yom Vav Gimel Shvat. We ask all clients to behave during the weather reports. Yom Vav Gimel Shvat. Still, the Pri Megadim, the Eli Rabbi, is not giving us any information as to what the connection is between the word Vayigash and the upcoming cold. Also, so all we have right now is the word Vayigash stands for Yom Vav Gimel Shvat. What does that have to do with the cold? So some of you may have figured it out by now, but I found in a sefer, actually, where it spells out, the name of the sefer is Zmanim Kahalacha. It spells out that the word Vayigash could be read forward and then backward. How's that? Vav Yom Gimel Shvat. If Friday will be the third day of Shvat, then Sheleg Gadol Yeh V'Kar. Then it will be a lot of snow and cold. So here you have it, the official weather report for Tafshin Ayin Ches winter, which is marumaz in the first word in this week's Parsha. So you say, why in the world would there be a weather report in the first word in Parshas Vayigash? Well, very pashat. First of all, we know that December 21st is the longest night of the year, and therefore that's when the winter really gets going. And the first Parsha that we read right after December 21st, around December 21st, is Vayigash, right? That's Vayigash, excuse me, the Vayigash is right before December 21st. And in that case, it's giving us the upcoming weather. So in which word in Vayigash would it be? Obviously the first word. Now if you want to know the stock market or other things that are going to be dependent on the weather, you're going to have to look at the word Elov, but right now we're only up to the first word. The first word is the weather. It all starts with the weather. So this weather report has been brought to you by the Pri Megadim and the Aliyah Rabbah, but we're not done. Because the question is, what about historically? It's a nice remez, but does this have any bearing in truth? So I've brought you the statistics today of the weather since the year 17. Let's see here. 65. Has it in fact been cold when Rosh Chodesh Shvat came out on a Wednesday? Well, the first observation was in the year 1765, and this is brought in the Hagois of Hagoin Rabbi Yehuda HaNasi, one of the Morei Tzedek in Prague, in the times of Rabbi Yehuda. He wrote commentaries on the Elya Rabbah, which was published in the Kovetz Kerem Shloimeh, and he writes that after seeing this comment, in the year 1765, lo and behold, it was not a cold winter. However, since 1765, whenever Rosh Chodesh Shvat came out on a Wednesday, it was frigid. For example, if you remember, 1768.
A good year.
That year, 1768, was Chodesh Teves and Shvat was so cold, but it was nothing like 1785. 1785, when
temperatures?
Well, no, I'm going to give you the exact report. Forget the temperatures. It was so cold that by the time they lay in Vayigash, the entire river was frozen over. And the river remained iced and frozen until Parshas Tazria Mitzara, which was Vav Iyar. Only on Vav Iyar were they able to break through the ice. And in fact, the elders in Prague report they do not remember the rivers being iced over for such a long period of time. For other weather reports of subsequent years, for example, 1789 and 1795 and 1796 and 1799, I will leave to you for your own research to research the weather of those years. I'm just here to tell you that if you're considering investing in coat or hat companies, this just may be the year to begin doing that. And you heard it here first. Vayigash Elav Yehuda HaNasi Agon Shabbos.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.